by being so much concerned about remembering that experience tomorrow, you actually miss the real experience. Because you'll be so much preoccupied with taking the photos such that you forget to enjoy the trip, you forget to enjoy the walk, you forget to enjoy that particular moment. I'm afraid about my future. Can you help me add the fear? I'm afraid about my future. Can you help me add the fear? Well, uh, that's about fear. And there's something that I would like you to understand about fear. That fear is a mental creation. It's something that you create in your mind. It only exists because you have created it. Fear is when you think that something is not going to happen the way you expect it to happen. And especially when it comes to failure, you think that you are going to fail before you even do the test. You have already created the failure in your mind, and that's actually what is going to guarantee you to fail, because that failure is happening here in your mind. So I want to go direct to how you can be able to handle fear, and maybe at some point we'll broadly discuss what fear exactly is. But your mind is playing tricks with you. Your mind is telling you that you're going to fail at something even before you get there. And particularly, you're talking about your future. So you're saying that I'm afraid about my future. I'm afraid about what is going to happen tomorrow. I'm afraid about what is going to happen ahead of me. But the question is, you're afraid about what is going to happen tomorrow. Why are you not concerned about what is happening right now? Because it is when we are focused about what is going to happen next or what is not going to happen next that we miss the present moment. We miss what is happening right now. I'm going to give you a very good example of this. I've seen so many people go for road trips, go for, you create some time to relax somewhere or go for a walk, and then you take your phone with you. And from the first moment you walk out of your door, or from the first moment that you get into a park, if you're going to a game park or an animal orphanage or something, from the first moment you get into that place, you start taking photos. You want to capture every moment. Why are you capturing every moment with your phone? Why are you taking a photo of every moment in the present moment? It's because you are afraid that you are going to forget that moment. You are afraid that I'm going to do all this and I'll have no evidence that I was here. I have nothing to show my friends that I was here. Sina kitu ya kutesa kwa mtandao. So by being so much concerned about remembering that experience tomorrow, you actually miss the real experience. Because you'll be so much preoccupied with taking the photos such that you forget to enjoy the trip, you forget to enjoy the walk, you forget to enjoy that particular moment. So the only thing that exists is the present moment. That's all that is real. The present moment is all there is. There's nothing like future, there's nothing like past. Those are just illusions that human beings have created, because for so many years that human beings have tried to time travel, I've not even seen even a single person who have gone to the past, who have gone to the future or gone to the past. You can try it someday. But here's the reality. Even if you succeeded to move into the future, when you get into the future, it will not be the future. It will become the present moment. Because if I meet you in that moment, which you'll be calling the future, I'll ask you, what's the time? And you'll be like, now it's actually this time. You'll not say that it is 5 o'clock in the future. No. You'll not say, if you have failed in the past, 10 years ago, you'll not tell me that when I ask you what is the time, you'll not tell me it is 9 o'clock in the year 2015. No, you tell me now it is this time. Because every time is always now. Now is the only moment that exists. So, what I want you to do if you're afraid about the future is to first of all realize that there's nothing like future. All we have is infinity now, and now that moves through time, and now the ever-ending now. Because everywhere you go, it will always be now. After 10 years from today, after 10 years, in 2035, we will not say that we are in the future. We will say that it is now. So it seems that it is the present moment that moves through time. So people keep talking about tomorrow, but the magic is every day you step into the day you called tomorrow, it's no longer tomorrow, it becomes now, it becomes today. So you are afraid of something that is not there. You are afraid of something that does not exist. You are afraid of something that you have created yourself. Try to ground yourself in the present moment. Try to ground yourself where you are. Try to observe everything that is happening within, now and here. And you come to realize that you have no fear of tomorrow because, first of all, tomorrow never exists. You'll not be afraid of the future because the future does not exist. The reason why you're afraid of the future is because you are not living now. Because if you are fully living now, if you are so much excited and enjoying the present moment, you don't care about what is coming because what already is good enough for you. What already is, you are enjoying it to your fullest. So whether the next moment is going to be of joy or sorrow, that does not bother you. That's not a question of concern for you because what you are concerned about is what is happening now. And let me tell you something that you are not realizing, that when right now you are being afraid of tomorrow, you are not living the present moment. Because right now, you're afraid of tomorrow. When you get into the tomorrow you are talking about, you also be afraid about the next tomorrow. When you get into the future, you'll still be afraid about the next future. So by the end of it all, you die before you live. Because all you did was being afraid of the next moment, being afraid of the future, being afraid of the death. So you meet death before you live. And that is a tragedy. That's the greatest mistake you can make in this life. So to help you, as I conclude, if you want to stop being afraid about the future, try to not think about the future. Try to only ground yourself in the present moment. Enjoy what is happening here and now. Whether tomorrow you'll be in hell or heaven, that won't matter if today you are creating your heaven. By the end of the day, you know that even if I go to hell, I have already been in heaven. If you go to heaven, you already know that it will be an added advantage because you are in heaven. You created a heaven out of the present moment. And so the next moment, no matter what comes, you'll be okay with it. The future does not exist. It only exists if you decide it does. All that there is the present moment. Enjoy here and now, and you realize that the fear of the future will just disappear. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today's session. So I'm going to open this forum for open interactions. If you have a question you want to raise up your hand and ask, let's go ahead. If you want to interact with a friend, just feel free. I hope to meet you next Sunday, same time, same place at 3 p.m. But because today we have a very large group, you might decide, or you might think of, paving way for others, so that those who never came, or if you asked your question today, maybe on Sunday you can relax, and then that person who was not able to ask their question, who did not come, anaweza kuja, then aulize swali yake. But either way, feel free to come, because I know there are people here who have not asked a question, but you have learned something, or somebody asked a question of something that you're also suffering. So thank you so much, everyone. For those who are watching us on YouTube, kindly remember to subscribe, and let us continue doing this so that we can heal the world together. But for us to heal the world, it has to start with healing you. It has to start with you. So thank you so much, everyone.